welcome back to another video. Happy New Year. My name is Swanjay for those of you who are new here, and for those of you who are not new, welcome back, girl. Today we're going to be doing one of my favorite videos to do, and we're going to be trying out the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. So this foundation is up to 24-hour wear, and it claims to be a breathable coverage. It also says that it's transfer resistant, paraben free, non-comedogenic, which means that it would be really good for acne prone skin, non-acnegenic, and tested under dermatological control for safety. So all around, this foundation sounds like it would be a really good fit for me. I couldn't really decide to go warm or neutral, but recently I really have discovered that I am a neutral girl. If we are foundation twins, I am in 7, which is neutral, medium, deep in the L'Oreal True Match, and I ended up getting 410 in the Lancome. I'm also going to be using the Lancome concealer today, and I use the shade 420 for the concealer. So this is what she looks like outside of the packaging. Love a frosted glass moment. So let's just jump right in. Today, our video is sponsored by our cinnamon matcha. I'm on week 2 of no coffee. One of my New Year's resolutions is to cut back on my caffeine intake. I really just feel like I've become really dependent on it. Is there like 20 scoops of matcha in here? It might be. So under the weather, I feel like I'm going through like some allergy things. Here in Texas, we just basically had our fall, so I feel like I'm dealing with allergies. It's also day 1 of my period, so I'm definitely hanging on by a thread. But I had already planned to film this video last night, and I said I gotta show up for the girls. As y'all know, if I use a water-based foundation, which this one is, Lancome also has a glow foundation, or like a tint foundation, I think, and that one is silicone, I believe. This one is water-based. So I'm gonna be using the Milk Hydro Grip. You like the e.l.f. grip primer? This is very similar to that, except it's gonna give you a really nice glow, and I feel like lately I've been putting way too much, so I'm just gonna do a little bit today. You really don't even need that much, but as you can see, it just kind of gives you the nicest, most natural glow. I feel like some like glotions that I've tried in the past, you end up looking like the Tin Man. I can't even remember the last one that I used, honestly. I've never used the L'Oreal Glotion, which I've heard a lot of good things about, so I can't remember which one I used in the past. But I remember never wanting to try any kind of like glow serum again or anything, because I literally looked like I was about to go meet up with Dorothy and them. Definitely giving Tin Man. I kind of want to do just a little color match test, because the lighting in Ulta and Sephora just is not accurate to me. I feel like it is. Yeah, I definitely feel like this was probably the best match out of the ones that I tried. And I'm just gonna be using this Real Techniques brush. I think this is a buffing brush. I'm not really sure, because I've had it for so long that the name of it rubbed off. Yeah, this is the perfect color match for me, actually. I feel like you really do have to kind of just go with your own judgment when it comes to color matching inside of Ulta and Sephora, because the lighting will have you thinking that one shade is your color, and it's completely wrong. I ended up getting a sample of the Milk Skin Tint recently, and I got the shade, I want to say I got the shade 8. Pretty sure my correct shade is 9. I really like the way that this looks. The way that this kind of instantly mattifies and gives you such good coverage. I really didn't even put on as much as I usually do, and the coverage is so good. I feel like this definitely reminds me of the L'Oreal Infallible, which y'all know is my tried and true. Like, no matter how far I stray from the L'Oreal Infallible, I always eventually go back. I really agree with the breathable and buildable full coverage. It also says that it has a natural matte finish, and I agree with that as well. You can definitely still see like my skin, like it doesn't look powdery or dry. As I get older, my skin really can't handle overly matte foundations or a whole lot of powder. I really have to moisturize as much as possible and really feed my skin before I do my makeup as I get older. So I can definitely appreciate a natural matte finish versus like a super dry matte finish. Oh yeah, I fear this is gonna be my new go-to. Part of the reason why I feel like I stray from doing my makeup at times is because I don't want to feel like I have on makeup when I just want to throw something on. This feels so lightweight, but it's definitely full coverage. Going in with the Lancome concealer now. I am in the shade 420. It's light enough to give me a nice brightening, but dark enough to still give me coverage. It's perfect for my no makeup days where I just want to spot conceal, but not necessarily wear a ton of foundation. Also, if you feel like the Lancome concealer isn't as full coverage as you want, allow it to dry down and it will be the perfect amount of coverage. I will say it's also very buildable. This video is supposed to be about the foundation, but I just have really been loving Lancome altogether, and I do feel like this is the first time that I'm using the foundation and the concealer together, and I can already tell this is gonna be a match made in heaven. I also will say, if you're someone that cakes on your foundation under your eye with the Lancome concealer, kind of try to make it as sheer as possible. As y'all seen, I just kind of take my foundation all over my face. I don't really avoid my eyes. Some people do, but I do feel like it creases when you have a lot of foundation under your eye already. I am having a little bit of a breakout right now just because of my period, and I feel like it's not accentuating it at all. Something that really can be frustrating as an acne prone person is going to look for foundation or concealer reviews, and you see someone and they already have glass skin, and it's like, okay, yeah, but what does it look like on a pepperoni pizza though? What does it look like on Mount Everest? I hope the way that this Lancome concealer blends is coming through the screen, because I'm not joking when I say this is the best concealer I've ever tried. I truly don't care what anyone says. It doesn't matter what powder you use. It doesn't matter what concealer you use. If you have creases under your eye, your makeup is going to crease to some capacity. There are some things that you can do to, again, temporarily fix those things, but I don't know. I'm just in a space where I just love myself, and I don't know, I'm just in a space where I'm broke. Let's be real, I'm broke. If I had the money to get a little filler, I might. I might have got a little filler, but not around here, partner. Not around here. I actually think I just heard my bank account laugh when I said that. Yeah, she's still laughing. For some girls, the answer to the creases is to go and get them fixed. Go get some filler. For us regular girls, we just use the Lancome concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup off camera, and I'll come back after I set it and everything so we can really get into the finished product. I love her. I love her, I love her. I genuinely mean it when I say this Lancome foundation is top 3, not 3. I feel like setting is important to mention as well. So I ended up going back to my roots, y'all, and I set with the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Setting Mist. And I think I cracked the code on what's been making the Lancome concealer crease for me. And I think it's because I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It does better with like a setting mist or something more aerosol, if that's the correct word. I feel like everything I used today worked phenomenally with this foundation. And yeah, I genuinely, I have zero notes. It's gorgeous. I also feel like foundations that look like this, when your base looks very matte, as the day goes on and you start to kind of have your natural oils working, I feel like you end up with the nicest glow at the end of the day. This will be the foundation that I grab when I need like a full coverage beat. When I'm going out, this is gonna be my girl for sure. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. I would love to have you. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Remember that nothing that is for you would ever pass you by, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.